The 9 main female weaknesses every man needs to know. What they don't want you to discover: there's a silent game happening between men and women. A game that most men don't even realize they're playing. While they try to impress with cars, muscles, or rehearsed lines, women are observing something completely different. Yes, women have weaknesses. Real ones. Weaknesses that don't show up in Instagram photos, that aren't revealed in casual conversations, and that, most of the time, they themselves pretend not to have. And this is where the intelligent man comes in. The one who knows how to identify these vulnerabilities and use them not to manipulate, but to create a deep connection so intense that she herself won't understand why she can stop thinking about him. True seduction isn't about what you show. It's about what you awaken. Today, I'm going to show you the 9 main female weaknesses every man needs to know. And let me warn you, once you understand each one of them, you will never look at a woman the same way again. And she will never look at you the same way either. Get ready. What comes next is not for weak men. The emotional thirst no one admits. If there's a universal female weakness, it's this. Women desire to be understood in a way that no one else can. They may have hundreds of likes on social media, dozens of men saying good morning, princess on WhatsApp. But the truth is that, most of the time, they feel emotionally invisible. And that's exactly where you come in. What does it really mean to understand a woman? It's not agreeing with everything she says. It's not playing the on-call psychologist. And it's definitely not repeating ready-made self-help phrases. Understanding a woman means listening beyond words. It's noticing the tone of her voice, the pause before a sentence, the sigh she tries to hide. It's realizing that when she says "I'm fine," she actually means, "I wish you'd insist a little more to know what's going on." The average man hears what she says. The man she never forgets hears what she doesn't say. How to use this weakness in your favor. Listen actively, make eye contact, don't interrupt, and ask questions that show you genuinely want to understand. Validate her emotions. Instead of saying "it's nothing," say "I understand why that might have affected you." Show genuine curiosity, not about her body, but about what she feels, thinks, and dreams. When you do this, something powerful happens. She feels seen. And when a woman feels seen, she starts associating your presence with emotional safety. And then, my friend, you stop being just another guy, and become the one. The hidden need for genuine admiration. If there's something that transcends all barriers: age, appearance, social class, it's the silent desire every woman has to be genuinely admired. But here's the detail most men get wrong. Admiration is not flattery. It's not saying you're beautiful like a copy-paste message sent to 5 women in one day. What truly moves a woman is being admired in a way only you noticed. It's when you see the detail everyone else misses, proving you really paid attention to her. Why is this such a powerful weakness? Because we live in an era where women are constantly compared, judged, and measured against unrealistic standards. They are tired of superficial compliments that only reinforce stereotypes. So when a man appears and says something beyond the obvious, it becomes an instant emotional connection. You're not just looking, you're seeing, and that is rare. Rarity is magnetic. Complimenting what everyone sees is easy. Complimenting what no one sees is irresistible. How to turn this weakness into attraction. Compliment actions, not just appearance. I admire how you stay calm even when everything is falling apart. Notice small details. I noticed you always hold the cup with both hands when you're thinking. I like that. Associate admiration with who she is. The way you see things really makes me think. The effect is devastating in the best way. When a woman realizes you admire her for things beyond the surface, she starts wanting to be more of that version of herself around you. And guess who becomes the center of that transformation? Exactly you. The invisible fear of rejection and abandonment. This is a weakness almost never spoken aloud, but present in nearly all women. The deep fear of being rejected or abandoned. Despite the strength she shows, inside there's this latent vulnerability. Why is this fear so powerful? Because it shapes behavior, decisions, and even the way she relates to you. Women seek not just physical security but emotional security. They want certainty that they won't be left behind. This fear can make them test boundaries, seek constant reassurance, or even withdraw to protect themselves. The fear of losing often makes a woman run from what she wants most. How to recognize and handle this weakness? Notice signs like insecurity, excessive jealousy, or emotional tests. Instead of reacting with irritation, respond with patience and reaffirm your interest clearly and consistently. Show that you are willing to be present, not just when convenient, but in difficult moments too. Practical example: if she takes time to respond to messages or shows doubt about the relationship, instead of ignoring, say, "I understand that sometimes things feel uncertain, but I want you to know I'm really here." This creates a solid foundation where fear loses strength and trust grows. The need to feel valued and respected. Behind any strong woman is an essential desire to feel valued, not just for achievements, but for who she is at her core. Why is this weakness so crucial? Women want more than superficial compliments. They seek genuine recognition that reinforces self-esteem and personal worth. When this is missing, even the most independent person can feel invisible or unappreciated. Being valued is a silent fuel that drives the female heart. How to use this to your advantage: acknowledge her small gestures, like effort at work or dedication to a dream. Say sincerely, "I really admire how dedicated you are and the passion you put into everything you do." Never underestimate the power of a simple thank you said with honesty. Practical example: during a conversation, when she talks about a project or challenge, respond, "That shows how determined you are. It's amazing to see you like this." This type of recognition creates a strong and lasting emotional bridge. The secret: desire to be protected even while independent. Even though many women proudly rightly celebrate their independence and strength, there's a silent space in the female heart that longs for security. It's not about fragility, it's about knowing they can lower their guard. The truth: few men understand safety is not just physical, it's emotional, psychological, and sometimes even spiritual. It's knowing that by your side, she can breathe deeply and feel secure, protected, and supported. Being strong is wonderful, but being strong all the time is exhausting. When a woman feels she can lean on you, the bond deepens almost irreversibly. How to apply this in daily life: show presence. Not just physically, but truly attentive to what she says, feels, and fears. In moments of her insecurity, be the first to say, "I'm here. You don't have to go through this alone." Show consistency. Women quickly notice when a man is unstable or inconsistent. Practical example: imagine she's going through a tough time at work. Instead of giving ready-made solutions or minimizing the problem, say, "I know this is heavy for you, but I want you to know that, whatever happens, I'm by your side." This creates a type of connection that is not easily broken. The fear of not being enough behind the smile and confident posture: many women carry a silent fear that they aren't good enough. Whether in relationships, career, or appearance, this insecurity haunts them more than we imagine. Why this weakness is so real and powerful: society imposes rigid, often unreachable standards. Even the most confident women sometimes feel they don't measure up to themselves or others. This feeling creates deep vulnerability, which can generate anxiety, doubt, and even emotional withdrawal. The fear of not being enough is a constant whisper that can silence even the strongest heart. How to identify and act with emotional intelligence: notice when she seeks approval, even in small things. Offer compliments that go beyond the superficial and reinforce her value as a person, not just what she does or looks like. Avoid comparisons or subtle criticism. Create an environment where she feels safe to be authentic. Practical example: when she expresses doubt about something, instead of minimizing, say, "You are more capable than you realize. I see it clearly, even when you don't." This affirmation can be the light she needed to regain confidence. The need for freedom within a relationship. Even in a serious relationship, many women deeply value the feeling of freedom to be themselves, have their own space, and pursue their interests. Why this is an important weakness for you to know: many men confuse freedom with distance or disinterest and try to control or restrict. But the desire for freedom is a sign of emotional health and self-esteem. Freedom is not absence, it's trust. When you understand and respect this desire, you strengthen the bond and avoid unnecessary conflicts. How to act to strengthen this weakness: support her interests and hobbies, even if you're not part of them. Don't demand immediate answers or explanations for everything she does. Show that you trust her and are not afraid of losing her independence. Practical example: if she wants to go out with friends or spend time alone, say, "Enjoy yourself, you deserve this time. I like it when you're happy." This attitude creates respect, admiration, and makes her want to be by your side, by choice, not obligation. The vulnerability hidden behind self-sufficiency. Many women carry a mantle of self-sufficiency that may seem like an impenetrable fortress, but behind this armor lies a deep vulnerability that few can see. Why this weakness is essential to understand. Being independent is admirable, but this strength often hides fears and insecurities. She may avoid asking for help, close herself off emotionally, and maintain distance to protect herself from potential disappointments. Sometimes, the greatest act of courage is letting someone in. When a man notices this vulnerability and treats it with respect and care, he gains her trust. How you can help: be patient and don't pressure her for emotional revelations. Show that you're available without invading her space. Create a safe environment where she can open her heart in her own time. Practical example: she may refuse help saying, "I can handle it on my own." But if you sincerely say, "I admire your strength, but I want you to know, I'm here for whatever you need," this shows you don't threaten her autonomy, but offer real support. The longing for true connection in a superficial world. Amid so many fast relationships, short messages, and shallow encounters, the greatest female weakness is the deep desire for a real, authentic connection. Why this is so important: women miss someone who goes beyond the obvious, someone who wants to understand their fears, dreams, and stories. When this desire isn't met, they close off, become skeptical, and even emotionally cold. True connection isn't found in touch or empty words, it's in the soul. How you can be that exception: invest time to truly know her, ask questions that touch on what she feels. Be vulnerable yourself, showing who you really are. Value shared moments of silence, where presence matters more than any words. Practical example: during a conversation, instead of moving on to the next topic, say, "I want to understand you for real. Tell me what drives you, what scares you." This creates a sacred space where the bond can flourish genuinely. The secret few men know that changes everything. You've just discovered the 9 female weaknesses every intelligent man needs to know: not to manipulate, but to connect, understand, and create something real. They don't want a perfect man. They want a man who sees beyond the surface, who knows how to navigate the deep waters of emotions, who has the courage to be present and genuine. The strength of a man isn't only in what he shows, but in what he understands about what the woman beside him feels and needs. Knowing these weaknesses isn't a weapon for playing the control game. It's the key to opening doors most don't even know exist. And when you use this knowledge with respect and authenticity, the result is inevitable. You won't be just another man in her life. You'll be unforgettable. If you want to go beyond, become the man who truly knows how to conquer with emotional intelligence and authenticity, this channel is for you. Subscribe now and activate the bell so you never miss content that will transform your relationships forever. Comment below which of these weaknesses surprised you the most. I want to hear your opinion. Share this video with that friend who needs to hear this truth. Remember, knowledge is power, and power creates transformation.